let's spend the day together. We are going to start out by going to Sam's. We're going to get a few things that we need for the house there. We also stopped and got lunch. It was only like $4. I'm going to unload this grocery haul that I did between Sam's and Foodlion, and then I'll tell you all about it. So my original reason for stopping at Foodlion was to get some orange juice because my mom is sick, but they had a display of these hamburger buns and I needed some for tonight, and it was a really good deal. They were 2 for $6, but if you buy 3, you save $3, so it averaged out to be like $2 a pack, and I didn't think that was bad. I needed some more Sundrop because they go through Sundrop like, I don't know what. It is insane in my house. Sundrop just goes like that. I did get the orange juice, like I said. When I went to Sam's, I got the Parmesan cheese because we're almost out, and it's a really good buy there. I always get the spaghetti sauce when we go, and then at Foodlion, they had these ice creams on sale, and it is a really good brand. It's our favorite, actually, and they were on sale 2 for $7, but when you bought 2, you got 1 free, so it worked out to be an even better deal. Same with this cheese. I love buying this cheese, but it's usually more expensive than what I will allow myself to pay, but it was on sale 2 for $6, and then it was buy 2 get 1 free. We are out of laundry detergent, so while at Sam's, I grabbed a big box of that. I needed some tinfoil. I'm not picky on that. It's just going to be thrown away eventually, so I don't go for the name brand. We love these Danishes. My kids have loved these since they were real little. And then I got some paper plates because, as you can see, we're going to do dishes now, and I get so tired of washing dishes. I live in a little 1938 house. I love it. I love the charm and the character of it. But we do not have a dishwasher, so all the dishes are done by hand. And I feel like with the kids on summer break, it is nothing but washing dishes. So we're going to clean these up before we get supper started in the crock pot. So now that the dishes are done, it is time to start supper, and it is a crock pot meal, and it could not be more simple. We are going to make crock pot roast beef sandwiches, and what I need for this is about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of roast beef sandwich meat. I need a jar of beef gravy, some pepperoncini peppers, garlic, onion powder, garlic powder, some pepper, Italian seasoning, and some beef broth. I'm going to take 4 of my pepperoncini peppers, and I'm just going to chop those up. I'm going to give them a rough chop. Once I get that done, I'm going to set them to the side, and I'm going to add my meat to the crock pot. Once the meat's in the crock pot, go ahead and just break it apart, and then add in all of your chopped pepperoncini peppers, and then we're going to start seasoning. At this point, we are going to add 1 can of beef gravy, and I forgot to show you in the beginning that I did need the beef broth, but I'm just going to use the beef broth that I have left in my fridge, and I'm just going to pour it in this can, and I actually ended up having a little more than this can, so I just ended up putting every bit that I had right into the crock pot. And then from there, we're going to add some minced garlic. The recipe calls for about 4 cloves. I just did 1 really big spoonful. I mean, in our house, garlic is great, so the more the better. So next, the recipe calls for some minced shallots, about 3 of those. I didn't have any, so I'm using a good palmful of minced dried onion. we love onion flavor. I will eat it all day long as long as it's like this, and my kids will also. So next we're going to put some onion powder, about a teaspoon. We need some Italian seasoning, again, about a teaspoon. And then we're going to put in a little bit of garlic powder. My top actually came open a little more than what I anticipated, and we put a little more than the tablespoon in there, but it's okay. Like I said, garlic is great in our house. And then you want to put a little bit of cracked black pepper in there. I just measured with my heart. I'd say it was about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half. And then from there, we are just going to go ahead and give this all a good stir, cover it, and turn it on low for about 2.5 to 3 hours. After the 3 hours is up, it is time to serve this. So I am just going to toast up a couple of those buns that I showed you earlier in the video. All I did was melt a little bit of butter in the bottom of my skillet and then just toast my buns until they got to the point that I like them. Now we've got the buns toasted. It is time to load up our sandwich. At this point, you can do just the meat on the sandwich. You can add a little bit of the gravy juice mixture over it as well. Or you can even put a slice of cheddar or provolone cheese with it. Whatever you like. I just decided to keep it simple because my family is not really adventurous or picky. So we just served them plain like this. Serve it with some chips on the side, and it is so good. Thanks so much for spending the day with me, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already, and give this video a thumbs up. Bye, y'all.